The Beatles, Here Comes the Sun. All right, this is the no capo method. We'll start with this high voiced A, and we can include the open A string with it, and then we're going to do 9G, 10B, 9E. Okay, and with that, we're going to come over, hit the 10 on the B again, go 12B, 9E, back to the 10B. All right, and from there, we kind of stick in that same shape. Next measure, hit the 9 on the E, 12B, back to 10. And then we move to this D bar chord here, up here at the 10s. And we'll just hit that, 10 on the E, 12 on the A and D, 11G, 10B. All right, hit the 10 on the B again. Come down, hit the 12 with the pinky, back off to 10. Move over to this E7 shape. So 7 on the A, 9D, 7G, 9 on the B. Strum that, and then we lift off, hit the 7B, back to 9 to 10, and then the 7E. Okay, the second part of the intro and the verse, kind of sticking in that same vibe. Pretty much do the same thing again, all the way up until we hit that D chord. All right, so we hit our D bar chord here, and you can just kind of focus a little more just to the G string on this, like that 11 on the G. All right, now we'll come down, do 14B, 12 to 10. And then we'll just finish on a strum of that E7 chord. With the chorus, we kind of get it a little more concise. We strum our A chord like usual, but we don't hit that 10 again on the B. We just come right over and hit the 12 on the B to the 9E, then to the 10 on the B. So just a slight little difference in there. And the next measure, we're just going to kind of repeat what we did, more or less. Hit the 9E, 10B, 12 to 9. Right, and now it's going to mix kind of this D bass note in there, but we're going to keep that same vibe going. So you can hit the open D now with it. Okay, and then we just do our 12B, 9E, 10B. And there's kind of like a slight hesitation there. And then we move to this B7 shape. So 7 on the E, 9A, 7D with the 8 on the G. And just kind of like a 3 strum on that. Like kind of just almost like we missed the first beat and then we just hit 3 strums. So we went. And at this point, we come back to our A, and basically we just hit the, our A shape there, 12B to 10. All right, now we move down and do this fun little scale. All right, well, we'll slide on the B, 5 to 7, 5, 7E, 5 on the B, 5, 7E, come up, hit a 7G, 5, 7 on the E, 5 on the B, 5, 7E, and then a slide out here, 5E, 4, 2, open. So it's this fun kind of like shifting of bass notes as we're doing that 5, 7E, so just slowly. Okay, now we have these two little chorus ending riffs, I guess, and not much to them. They're just kind of these little buffers in between the ends of the chorus into the next section. The end of the first one, we just do our A chord shape, 10B, 12B to 9 on the E. Okay, nothing we haven't seen before, but after that, we jump directly to that E7 chord. And we do our, lift off of the 9 to 7B, 9B, 10, and then 7E. All right, so it's like we just kind of cut out that middle section to get us back into the order here. The second time we do a chorus end, after that second chorus, it's a little more abrupt at the end. We do the same start with the A, but then when we go to our E7, we just kind of strum it twice and then cut right there. All right, and that's when that funky interlude section comes in, the bridge. All right, this bridge is pretty cool. Like the timing changes almost every measure. It just switches up to this funky timing. So you kind of just need to hear it and get the feel of it. We start into this cool arpeggiated vibe here. We'll start D string 2, open G to 4, slide over, hit this bottom part of a C chord, the 5G, 5B, 3E. Come up, hit this middle of the G bar chord, 5D, 4G, 3B. Slide over and hit this D shape, which is 4 on the D, 2G, 3B. All right, and we lift off, go open D, back to 4 to 2G. And then just come off, hit an A chord. And you can strum that a little bit, a couple times, and then it just jumps up to an E7 chord and finishes there with a couple strums. And the timing is, real interesting, so you'll just have to listen to it and get the vibe of it there. So slowly. And we just repeat it. And the ending of the bridge, we get this kind of building orchestral vibe going. And it's just kind of using, various parts of this E7 to an E. So, we got our E7 shape that we've had before. And you can include the low open with that too, so make it sound bigger. All right, and we just kind of do our 9, 7, 9 on the B. Move it to 10 to make it a E7 suspended 4. All right, now we move over to just straight up E shape. Open low E 9 on the D and G with the 12 on the B. Okay, it makes it feel a little higher now. And then we just ultimately end on open low E 9s on the D, G, B and the 12 E. Okay, just kind of pinnacles right there. And then of course we get the ending, which is, just kind of a once through of our bridge pattern, but we just end it on the high voiced A shape. Okay, so our same arpeggiated vibe. And then we just come up and hit our high voiced A shape here.